New Caledonia. Destination, the French-speaking capital of Noumea. We sailed in the Havana Pass from Vanuatu, excited to explore Noumea and its surrounding islands in close proximity. In this episode, we'll give you a taste of white sand beaches close to the capital. With a smooth clearance into Port Moselle and a couple of windy days ahead, we flitted off to a couple of Noumea's attractions.
How's your road trip?
Awesome!
He's got the beers cracking.
Pammy's driving. We got the professional on the job. She's
going right. Driving on the wrong side of the road.
French-speaking New Caledonia has a rich history, and we took off to the cultural centre to find out more. Although spectacular, it was, unfortunately, all in French. What we can tell you is that the indigenous people of New Caledonia are the Kanaks, and these buildings are designed as an icon of the Kanak culture, which used many wood carvings to display cultural beliefs. British explorer James Cook was the first European to sight New Caledonia in 1774, and more ships came after 1840 because of their interest in sandalwood. Sadly, this was superseded with blackbirding, a trade where black natives were tricked and taken as slave labour with very little regulation. In 1853, France took formal possession of New Caledonia. In 1864, nickel became mined. The Kanak people were excluded from mining work and the French economy. The Kanaks were largely confined to reservations. Most of the remote settlements are still inhabited by the Kanaks. There has been ongoing conflict between the French government and the Kanaks. Several referendums have been held for New Cal to become independent. Oh, and Noumea has a nice bird zoo.
You're cute.
Yeah. The leech gecko.
Wow!
Oh. Okay.
It's like a boy and a girl. He's walking closer to you. Oh, that is so cool! Thank you! Oh! Oh yeah! Dry those wings. Can you fly? I just want to call you Alfred. Oh! Oh! That is such a cool dance move, bro. Check it. He's a great dancer.
Moving on from the city lights, Ilot Matrie is home to the only island resort we found. The Hilton Doubletree Resort keeps things classy, and it's a kite surfer's paradise. The best part, it's only a short 4 nautical mile sail away, with free mooring bowls on arrival.
That is my kind of sailing. On the beam, 15 to 18. Yeah, boy! How's the sailing part? Awesome.
You can't buy time, or so the saying goes. We would argue otherwise. Before we left New Zealand, while we were working on preparing the boat, going to work, and being pretty frugal to save money to do this, we kept telling ourselves we are saving up to buy time. Time while we are young enough and healthy enough to go and live the adventure while we can. We think we're spending our money on buying time and experiences. We used to have a sticker in our wardrobe. It was a Nike tick. I don't own any Nike clothing, but every day we were reminded to just do it.
There's Rach down there. I saw some turtles earlier, now I can't see any. In the beginning, it was outside our comfort zone, outside our skill range, outside our budget. So much so that we didn't talk to many people about it for fear of getting laughed at. Initially, we bought a mooring ball. This confused people. Why buy a mooring ball when you don't have a boat to put on it? Well, by the time we got a yacht, moorings were hard to come by and expensive.
Noumea's population of around 182,000 represents a majority of the total New Caledonia population of 293,000. If you're staying in the resort, it's pretty pricey. Well, New Cal can be in general. With a small population on a remote island and French owned, this is quite the high rollers resort.
Straight out of the rubbish bin.
Conveniently, there's a regular ferry service to Matrie, which services the resort guests and I think mostly the kite surfers, but it's very handy if you want to pop back to town to get groceries. The journey has been a long line of learnings, and still is. The sailing community is filled with amazing people, of which we have been the grateful recipient of training, instruction, helping hands, friendships, and some great hospitality and cooked meals. The journey is incredible. Check out where it's taking us. Is it all good?
No. You two can have toilets. Well, you blew the blockage back out the hole.
Do we really kite and wing all the time?
No.
Must learn to play with others. It's my first time kiting with a crowd, and oh my gosh, it's scary. So many giveaway rules.
Is it worth it?
Oh, absolutely.
But is it our long-term plan?
Yeah, nah. It's pretty good, but we will have to get back to the working life.
No. We do love the evening sunsets. There's nothing quite like it. And we'll catch more when we head out to Goelands, another short sail away.
It's our first country where locals own boats.
Yeah.
Check out what happens in the weekend.
It's like Musket Cove.
Weekend cruising in Noumea. It comes with locals who have boats.
Every weekend there's flocks of sailboats out, and Sunday afternoon sees all their wings heading back into Noumea. It's so cool to be able to enjoy these experiences in a new country and know that the locals can too. They have sailboats and man do they use them. Lots of fancy pants manoeuvres and always sailing off the anchor or mooring.
We're on some island. What's it called?
Golands,
Goland Island.
I think,
Just a sandbar. Popular sandbar by the look of it.
and an atoll. Check it out. It's also a bird sanctuary, but it also has dogs on the beach.
We were impressed with the French following the rules. A flag in the sand means no landing during the bird breeding season. As soon as the flag went up, not a foot hit the sand, despite a number of boats anchoring out.
A stripe of dark clouds in what is otherwise blue sky. Goelands after the weekend. Woohoo! Not a soul in sight. And it's a cracker day. Good morning.
Goelands is a pretty epic spot for a wing or a kite surf, but you have to watch the weather because there's not much protection if it blows up. Is this the voting booth?
This is the Goland voting booth.
Oh, cool. We have to vote.
This is your ropey thing.
Give us a ropey thing.
Yeah. And the reason we are going to the polling booth, these guys have Starlink.
I've already voted.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sweetwater's polling booth. Starlink's kind of become a pretty big thing this year. And lots of boats have it, so they have internet everywhere. We, on the other hand, have one bar of reception, so we can't vote and send our vote in online. Fancy things other boats have, like printers. Yeah.
Amedee Island. We sailed on a Thursday to get the best of both worlds, as the Mary D tour boats come in the weekend, and so it's the only time Le Phare Amedee, the lighthouse, is open. Built in 1862, it guides boats through the Bulari Passage. But first, there are some things best seen without any crowds.
Sweet sail to Amedee Island.
We saw whales!
So excited to see whales.
pizza.
Eating into drinking time, legendary. Oh, Olivia, give us a twirl with your headgear.
What a spot! We'll show you more in the next episode as we discover snakes, sharks, and a cyclone scare.